welcome. Give it a second, and there we are. Now, this is an older game. Much older, in fact. Basically, it's a strategy version where, at least in the campaign of this one, we can play as the Space Marines in low poly. And it is a strategy game, as a fair warning, and if you do not like that, I apologize. But that's what we'll be doing until we can complete this. Now, I already did a few of the missions. I've already done a full playthrough. Don't know where my save honestly went. We will be going normal as we are not in a state to be able to win, or I'm not good enough at the game yet, should I say, to play it on insane. So my apologies, we are not doing a challenge run, just a fun one. Thank you for showing up, by the way, those of you who remained after, and let's get started. Now this is our view of the situation. We are entering into here, while currently the Imperial Aquila is where the guardsmen are, and as far as we can tell, the situation isn't quite yet dire. Well, that looks about right. I love you, Guardsmen, but I know better than to lift this season.
Hold the line! In the name of the Emperor, you will not falter! We can't hold! Run for your lives! Cowards! You will fight, or you will die.
There we are.
I am Captain Gabriel Angelos of the Blood Ravens 3rd Company. Status.
My lord, forgive me. We have done all we can to stop the orcs, but we have failed. My men's lives are yours.
You stood your ground in the face of the Emperor's foes. You've done your duty. If your men have failed you, I will leave their judgment in your hands.
Thank you, my lord.
I am not here for your thanks. This port must be held if we are to maintain troops and supply lines to the planet's surface. That is why we are here. Now, what of the wounded and the civilians?
Stranded. We have few ships.
Then you shall have more. All Blood Raven flights execute Protocol 23 and initiate civilian evacuation. We will dispatch the ground forces.
Yes, my lord.
Ground forces, my lord. But the orcs have retreated.
You must know your enemy to defeat them, Colonel. Orcs only retreat to regroup. They will keep coming until you, or they, are dead.
That's very true. Orcs don't retreat unless they are trying to get into a better position,
Brothers,
basically.
let us destroy this alien filth!
And here's one of the first tutorial missions.
What a glorious day for a battle. As the Stronghold, our frontline battle headquarters is currently being assembled. We should proceed with caution until it is finished.
Claim it in the name of the Emperor.
What's your order?
Claim it in the name of the Emperor.
Splendid. The Stronghold is complete. We must now set about establishing a proper frontline base.
On alert,
We must
brothers.
start capturing
The enemy
strategic
must be
points.
nearby.
These 3 closest strategic points will do for now. Let us capture them first, and then move on to the others.
So, This is how you do it. You first place it down, and then you do your groups.
The first thing we need is a chapel barracks. That will allow us to call down more Space Marine squads.
Also, the Space Marines deploy everything via drop pod. Because why not?
Excellent. The chapel barracks is finished. Now you can build some more Space Marine
Area
squads.
secured.
Sadly, they don't get any more construction capabilities, but first, I'll show you what it looks like when these things arrive. And that's it. They just drop
We
down,
are the
and then they are...
Emperor's chosen. Fear denies faith.
If we are to defeat these orcs, we will need to call in some special weapons. We
Orders
must build an
received,
armory
brother.
to get access to them.
And here's the armory being built. You can see as it uncouples from everything, falls to the side, and then just starts to expand to its full size.
Excellent. The armory is operational. The Space Marine squads can now upgrade their
We are
standard
the
bolters to
Emperor's chosen.
flamers and heavy bolters.
Fear denies faith.
Now, basic rule of thumb. These are good at destroying morale and are very short range.
We
These
stand ready.
are very good at killing things.
We
and
must
are long
not
range,
forget
but
our power
require
needs.
time to set up.
Building a plasma generator will supply us with the power we need to keep our force going.
Marine squad deployed.
Now here's the power generator. We only have so much resource requisition, so let's just drop it down as we can. And basically, they generate energy. And the energy we can use to turn
Ever
into heavy
vigilant.
weapons or recruit or anything else. This case, we're also going to be using it to get more guns.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Ever vigilant.
Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate, but there is a limit of how many plasma generators
Fear
can be
denies
built
faith.
per stronghold.
We will crush the
I'm
enemies
just
of the
sending an A
Imperium.
move because
While the enemies of
honestly,
the
we should
Emperor
win
still
that
draw
fight no matter
breath, there
what
can
might
be
there.
no peace.
Also, this way I can more micromanage.
Yes, my lord.
There are pieces of work equipment everywhere here. This gun sticking straight out of the ground. A random rocket pack, and yes, they put this on their back stack just like a jetpack. Because why not? Once this is done, we'll be breaking off one of our
Here to
servitors over here.
As you wish.
This is a servitor, basically, you don't want to be one.
The
Well
area is
done.
secure.
We have captured several strategic
await
points.
your
Capturing
instructions.
strategic points and building listening posts on them earns us more requisition resource, which we can use when we build squads and equipment.
Can you give it to me?
Yes, Lord. Here to serve. Build routine Selector 1 initiated.
Now that the strategic point is ours, we
Yes,
must
most
take steps to
beneficent
ensure
one.
that it stays ours.
Okay, here we go.
Get the servitor to build a listening post on the point to defend it.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one.
Why isn't it showing up?
Yes, Lord. I await your instructions. Initializing build protocol. With all due haste.
Guess we just wait for now? I don't know what's going on.
With all due haste. Yes, most beneficent one.
Yeah, this thing's supposed to be right here. What the hell's going on? Do I need to restart? I should have.
Awaiting orders. Faith is our shield.
Here to serve.
Just go
I will
help him
do
out
as
there.
you ask.
At your command.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna be completely
Fear
honest.
denies faith. We stand ready.
I await your instructions.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to restart because clearly something went wrong there. I don't know what, but something.
What a glorious day for a battle. As the Stronghold, our frontline battle headquarters is currently being assembled.
What's
We
your
should
order?
proceed with caution until it is finished.
Strategic point identified.
I just skipped that entire thing because there was no
Heresy
point to
grows
doing
from
so.
idleness.
My faith is my shield.
Now I can attach heroes to a force, but I choose not to.
We must
typically.
start capturing strategic points. These 3 closest strategic points will do for now. Let us capture them first, and then move on to the
Enemy
others.
is attacking.
Now the reason I'm sending him in alone is because he's a badass. He doesn't need help.
The Emperor
Position
protects.
secure.
As you can see, we're doing rather well.
Securing objective.
Splendid. The Stronghold is
Yes,
complete.
Lord.
We must now set about establishing a proper frontline base.
There it is.
Initializing
Okay,
build
you
protocol.
break off immediately.
With all due haste. Initializing
Faith
build
is our
protocol.
shield. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Yes, Lord.
Oh look, it drills into the ground first. Neat. Didn't notice that.
The first thing we need is a chapel barracks. That will allow us to call down more Space Marine squads. Follow me into battle.
Yeah, I think we're going to be a little
Awaiting
short on
orders.
chapel
Excellent.
barracks. What
The
about
chapel barracks is finished. Now you can
Understood.
build some more Space
We are
Marine
the
squads.
Emperor's chosen.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
you? There we go.
Yes,
you.
Lord. With all due haste.
Sorry for the restart, honestly. I
If
don't
we
know
are to
why,
defeat
but I
these
needed a
orcs,
listening
we will
post.
need to call in some special weapons. We must build an armory to get access to them.
This is always fun when I get a chance to watch it.
Marine squad deployed.
Oh yeah, they drop down, and then it basically just goes in to show them getting prepared underground, and then they come out the front door. That's basically all they do.
Marine squad deployed.
I await your
Awaiting
instructions.
orders. Fear denies faith.
Now you can upgrade these later, not with
Excellent.
just this.
The armory is
Yes,
operational.
Lord.
The Space Marine squads can now upgrade their standard bolters to flamers and heavy bolters.
Ever vigilant. Stay vigilant, brothers. Faith is our shield. We stand ready. We stand ready.
We must not forget our power needs. The enemy must building a plasma generator will supply us with the power we
Yes,
need
most
to keep our
beneficent
force
one.
going.
Build routine Sector 1 initiated. I will do as you ask. I await your instructions.
Now the listening posts basically make it so you can't automatically capture, but later on you can upgrade them with weapons emplacements and a heavy armor. Plus they can give you more requisition, aka your main important
Position
resource.
secure.
Well done.
So
We
it's
have
actually
captured
very
several
valuable.
strategic points. Capturing
Yes,
strategic
most
points and
beneficent
building
one.
listening posts on them earns us more requisition resource,
do
which we
as
can
you
use
ask.
when we build squads and equipment. Plasma generators will continue to produce power at a constant rate, but there is a limit of how many plasma generators can be built per stronghold.
Yes,
Let's
Lord.
get you to build up another one.
I will do as you ask.
Once the listening post is set up, we'll be moving on to capture the next and just keep basically leapfrogging locations is the entire goal. Now, we don't have any secondary objectives, sadly.
Excellent. The point is now protected from an orc retaliation.
most beneficent
We should
one.
continue to build listening posts on all our captured points.
I mean, I think I feel like I've built several of those, but whatever. Let's get this last order in.
It is time to hunt down the source of these orcs. They must have a base
Awaiting
somewhere within the
orders.
walls of this Imperial facility. Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Now, you can get a bit of a sense for where things are at just by using the map, and you can actually hear some opponents, so it's actually very useful to keep ears open. So, like, for example, if I were to zoom in here as as the orcs, if I was a player, there's a chance I could actually hear the building. So yeah.
Awaiting orders. Ever vigilant. Awaiting orders.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My aim shall not
go.
falter.
Now, we
Yes,
don't
my
need to worry
lord.
too much, that's why I did an A move there.
Orc camp. And look there, a break in the spaceport's defensive wall. They must have blasted their way in. We must destroy this orc camp and
See?
any others these foul creatures may have constructed.
Now, these guys aren't the most effective. You want to use rocket launchers typically for that, but as of this
Yes, my
moment,
lord.
we lack bazookas.
Attacking as ordered. Fear denies faith. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Excellent. This orc camp has
stand
been
ready.
destroyed.
Now, Space Marines are one of the more expensive units in this game, but they are so very heavily
Ever
armored.
vigilant.
They start out with heavy, once you get their chapter barracks up with heavy infantry, resilient generally.
Ever vigilant.
These guys can hold weapons of many types, as it says, and, well, they're all around useful.
Faith is our shield. Fear denies
While
faith.
there are units which are very
What's your order?
specialized, like assault troopers, which aren't very good at ranged, but they hit like a truck in melee. And they can jump into an area, forcing a fight or an ambush against units that might not be good against range units. So it's actually
I
very
await
valuable
your
to
instructions.
understand unit
Yes, most
types.
beneficent one.
Basically, a Space Marine squad like
We
this
are the Emperor's
would win
chosen.
against an Assault Marine group at range, without any doubt.
Fear
But
denies faith.
the Assault Marines would have a
Heresy
major
grows
advantage
from
in
idleness.
melee.
None shall stop us. Awaiting orders.
Those Imperial Guardsmen look like they could use some assistance.
stand ready.
Come, brothers, make haste.
Our prayers have been answered. Here come the Space Marines!
We are the Emperor's chosen.
He who stands with me shall feed my brother.
We are the
Awaiting
Imperial
orders.
Guard.
Claim it in
It
the
is
name
time we
of
started
Emperor.
acting like it.
Now, the reason they're called the Imperial Guard is because technically they're not offensive troops per se. They are used often as offensive troops, but their main purpose is to hold territory. Now, these are in the Cadian style, which you can tell by the armor type, where it's got the flak armor there, with the helmet, and the lasgun. They also have bayonets, which, to be fair, I wouldn't really want to bayonet that. It probably wouldn't do dick.
For the Emperor!
Here to serve. With all due haste.
Yes, my lord. Moving out. Onward
Now,
to
how I'm doing
glory!
this is very simple. These guys move in two teams, the
Direct
Flamer
us to
team
the enemy.
and the Range team. The Range team takes longer to set up, but the
We
Flamer
stand ready.
goes in front. The Flamers can fire while moving, and they will disrupt anybody trying to charge, and
What's
will
your
hold
order?
out just long enough for our actual heavy damage to be put out. That is the entire point of this movement
On
strategy.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. By my command, attack! Follow me into battle.
Taking haste. We stand ready.
It does good. Now, to explain how this works, there's a morale bar. Once that goes away, your units become rather crap at fighting. And I mean that like outright. They get a reduced penalty of about 30 to 40%. So, yeah, they're trash. But when they are acting
Today, the
effectively
enemy
and have
shall
good
know
morale, they hit
Follow me into
like
battle.
they hit normal. And it's actually very important because
Direct us.
each of these units have their own DPS range. And I'm not talking about the whole group, I mean the individual soldiers. So losing a Space Marine actually reduces the overall squad effectiveness. Sadly, I can't pause it to read it to
Faith
you,
is our shield.
but if I could.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Attacking as ordered. What's your order? Fire. Cleanse. Purge. Yes, my lord. At your command. Cleanse. Purge.
Now they go on the offensive against us, so they don't really need to worry. It's kind of an attack of kind of thing. As you can tell, when the heavy buildings actually start to open up, we do really well.
Fear denies faith. Maintain attack formation. Yes, my lord. What is your order? What is your order?
Now, we don't
Engaging
want
the
the
enemy.
next enemy to stay explode.
Form up, men! There's work to be done!
And also, when you place
Yes,
a
my
unity-
lord.
when units are on higher ground like this and below, they can actually fire through the ground somewhat. So positioning is
Weapons at
important,
ready.
but you
It
can
is
kind
time.
of be a
Yes, my lord.
little bit lax.
Objective lost. Yes, my lord. Cleanse. What is your order? Kill.
Now we will have one unit hold here and one push this way to try to do a pincer on the other side. Or sorry, one
Direct us to
formation,
the
should
enemy.
I say.
Objective awaiting orders.
Also, there is a cover system here, so let's see.
Tagging heads!
Excellent. This orc camp has been destroyed.
I mean, yeah. Guardsmen are more important in my opinion, but okay.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
The area is secure. Mission accomplished.
Regroup!
We just saved another group of guardsmen. We are heroes.
Yes,
I mean that
most
literally. They
beneficent
always
one.
will view Space Marines if they
With
are
all due
the
haste,
Imperial variant instead of the Chaos
I will
ones.
do
At
as
your
well.
command.
So,
Stay vigilant, brothers.
now, this is light cover. Basically, you move slower, you gain morale quicker, and vehicles can't enter here unless they're like a dreadnought or anything on two legs, so Sentinel can fit. But you take less damage from range attacks while inside, so it's actually very valuable to use these to your advantage when you can.
Faith is our shield. Weapons at ready. It is ever vigilant. Awaiting orders. Tagging heads. Moving out. We stand ready. Orders received. What's your order? Squad open! Yes, my lord.
Yeah, we've won this, I'm not gonna worry too much.
Squad morale restored. Heresy grows behind us.
Okay, we're gonna hold here
Awaiting
for
orders.
a minute, making sure that we get all of our numbers back before we
What's
go.
your order? Stay vigilant, brothers. Faith is our shield.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
We stand ready.
This is a Legion of Rusted backpack. Now, it's not supposed to be artillery unit, but in the main game,
Reporting for duty, sir.
It is this. Now, I'm gonna pull you back because we have a use for you.
I await your instructions.
And we just need a
Yes,
single
Lord.
servitor to get you back in running order.
What's your order? Direct us to the enemy. Cleanse, purge, kill. We stand ready. Objective log. Heresy grows from
Okay,
idleness.
so their rules are to not advance. You are to stand your
At
ground
your
no
command.
matter what. Reason for
Direct
that,
us
if
to the
these guys
enemy.
move at all, and I mean the guys with the bigger guns, they will actually no longer be able to fire, so they need to stay still. These guys
Faith
don't
is
matter.
our shield. Ever vigilant. Taking heavy fire. Direct us to the enemy.
As you can see, if positioned correctly, they can just wipe an entire charge.
Yes, Lord?
And we are waiting for artillery, or our Luminous tank, which, by the way, this isn't an
Securing
artillery gun.
objective.
It's just, this is a copy-paste with
Initializing
markings
build
on it
protocol.
of the eluded tank that we shot at over here. That's it.
Position secure.
Yes, most beneficent one?
They know what they're doing. And the answer is screwing up everybody who tries. Now, you want to be a little bit careful with artillery. You don't want to put any troops next to something that is currently being
This
fired
day
upon because
shall be
they
a
are
glorious one
terrible
for
on
the
the
Heresy
Imperium.
grows from
accuracy.
idleness. Yes, my
and I
lord.
mean truly horrible at hitting a target.
Maintain attack formation.
Flamin' Russ here. You've got it.
Now the units are kind of
We are
smart.
the Emperor's chosen.
They will actually move to get the most of them possible
Under fire.
into a piece of cover like this. So don't doubt that
Yes,
they'll
most
move themselves
beneficent
to
one.
move it.
Ever vigilant. What is your order? Stay vigilant. Yes, my lord. Understood.
Heavy support available.
Now normally I would have
My
control
faith is
keys,
my
but
shield.
right now it isn't.
For the honor of the chapter.
Heavy support available.
We are the Emperor's
Okay,
chosen.
move up.
We stand ready.
Flamin' Russ here. You've got it.
Now there's a max minimum range, so it can't shoot any closer than or any further than.
Bringing guns to bear.
At your command.
Flamin' Russ here. You've got it.
We stand ready. The enemy is attacking. Ever vigilant. Ever vigilant.
Ooh, that was good.
Ever vigilant.
There we go.
Objective logged.
Now we
Heavy
need to move
support
because he
available.
will keep shooting. Now, why did we separate our troops like this, and why are these
I
done? Well,
await your
as a bit of
instructions.
strategy that you can do in this game is you can
Initializing
place
build
buildings
protocol.
near the
I
listening
await
post we
your
build up
instructions.
to both increase your cap to a certain point and also get a early deployment zone. I mean, I can build troops and get them to my front line far quicker here than I ever could back here. Obvious, I know.
Yes, my lord. Captured.
Yes, Lord. I will
And
do
now our
as you
spaceport
ask.
is secure. We are getting a good amount of resources, nowhere near the amount you can get later on, though. As you can tell, we could theoretically hold here forever, but our
At your
goal
command.
isn't just to hold, it is to annihilate
Engaging the enemy.
filthy orcs.
Faith is our shield.
Now,
Armor reporting.
I'm not going to let him fire.
Yes, sir.
For now, and the reason why is I don't want him to
Faith is our
attack units
shield.
that I don't want him to. Now, they will move
Commencing
into the
attack.
north. Now that our men have them distracted.
Praise
and
the
you just
Emperor.
go in and deal with whatever
By
I
my
tell you.
command. Attack!
Armor
You-
reporting. Bringing guns to bear.
At your command.
On alert, brothers.
As you can
The
see,
enemy must be nearby.
this attack works because they were focused on one side of them. Now, against a player, this wouldn't have worked. He would have just broken through here at any time he wanted
Heavy support available. On the way.
Fear denies faith.
Walk softly.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
to. Now, flamers are actually okay at destroying buildings, but they're not great at it as their thing. So, it's like one of those questions. Do you rather burn a place down or just shoot it with a bazooka?
There. That's the last of them. Well done, Blood Ravens. Victory is ours.
I am honored to be in the presence of a librarian. I wish to know how my men can better serve you. We shall wait for the captain to finish his prayers. I saw you stand against the orcs. You are a brave man, Colonel. I wish I could say the same of your men. I shall strengthen their resolve, my lord. See that you do, or we shall do it for you. You have something you wish to say. Say it, Colonel. How did you know? Even without my psychic gifts, it is obvious. Speak. Is it true your company eradicated a heresy on the planet of Cyrene recently? An exterminatus, down to the planet's last man, woman, and child? Colonel, your company is welcome, but such questions are not. Do not ask the captain about Cyrene if you intend to remain in his good graces.
Yes, fair warning.
Brother Captain, the Colonel wishes an audience with you.
Thank you, Isidore.
My lord, my Tartarus 37th Imperial Guard Regiment stand ready to serve you in protecting the city. They wish to make amends for...
They will have many opportunities to prove themselves warriors worthy of the Emperor. The Blood Ravens are leaving the city. Its protection is in your hands.
I will ready my men. May I ask what your next course of action is?
Orcs only respect strength. I intend to show them that we have it in ample supply. Excellent.
Best way to deal with an orc.
This orc camp has been destroyed. War Journal of Captain Gabriel Angelos. The situation on the planet Tartarus is grim. While the Blood Ravens crushed the main orc offensive at the spaceport, the bulk of their force is not engaged. They gather in the wilderness, awaiting a critical mass of bodies that will overwhelm the Imperial forces in a green wave of death and destruction. The Blood Ravens will not allow this to occur. Orbital monitoring has detected an area in the southern forests where the orcs appear to be massing. Orcs only respect strength, so they will look to the largest of their groups to lead them. We will insert a small, covert strike force to eliminate these orc leaders and destroy any encampments where the orcs might mass. This should cut to the heart of the orcs' fighting spirit and delay their inevitable counterattack. We must tread lightly, lest we disturb this slumbering beast.
Now, he's right. You don't attack the orcs directly. They love fighting, and if you fight them too aggressively, it'll just excite them and make them even happier. So the best way to do it is not to play their game if you can help it. But they tend to be so numerous that you don't have a choice. Now, you can see, it doesn't look too bad, right? We got a good amount of Imperial holdings here for these cities. Then we just have this small amount of orcs, and we just got 100 Space Marines going in. Not a big deal.
You have your orders. Now go. And may the Emperor protect you.
I do not care for all this sneaking about.
I know, old friend. You always have preferred the direct approach.
We have the Imperial Guard. Why not send them into battle instead of treating them like glorified shepherds? If we meet the orcs in force, they cannot possibly stand before us.
We have fought the orc 100 times before. They thrive on war. A direct assault on them would likely improve their morale, and simply attract more of them. The casualties would be enormous.
What are the Imperial Guard for if not to die for their Emperor? At the very least, we should retain a regiment to remain at our call. We have little support this far out. We would not want to be remembered for our carelessness.
We, old friend? Or me?
We are brothers, Gabriel. You know better than to ask that question. I know what this is about. There was nothing you could have done to save Cyrene.
Do not mention that place again, Isidore. Cyrene was my homeworld. My responsibility. Scout Team 3, do you copy?
Yes, my lord.
The local Imperial Waterworks has fallen into Orc hands. If we are to reclaim this area, we must first retake this position. Scouts have infiltrated ahead of you and will assist you in your reconnaissance. If things prove to be more than you can handle, reinforcements will be mobilized to assist.
Getting into position.
Now these are
This
stealth.
area is crawling with orcs. We should infiltrate to sneak past them. Do not get too close. Scouts in may be spotted.
Excellent. Your Scout Marine squad is now invisible to all enemies
Gathering
except for
intelligence.
commanders. Keep in mind,
Yes,
though,
my lord.
if you are attacked, your invisibility will be broken, and some time will pass before you can utilize it again.
Scouts advance.
Sadly, we will
I
have
sense
to
danger.
abandon
We
some
will root it
people
out.
here. We can't use infiltration, but at the same
On
time,
patrol.
well, you just see how many there are. We can't
Search
fight
commencing.
right now. And scouts basically exist as a training
Commencing
group.
infiltration.
Sadly, we can't save the guardsmen here. They're going to be sacrifices.
Getting into position.
These aren't full space marines. They are partial.
Search commencing. On patrol. Scouts here. Yes, my lord.
The wretched Xenos are guarding a strategic point. Scout Team 2
Yes,
is
my lord.
upgraded with sniper rifles.
Gathering
They
intelligence.
will make short work
Scouts
of these
awaiting
orcs.
orders. Scouts awaiting orders.
Now, snipers can one-shot most infantry. Keyword there, most. Not all.
Scouts in position.
And it takes them a while to fire, but their range is great.
Area secured. Getting into position. Scouts in position. Strategic point identified.
Now, why we're capturing this is so that way we can get some requisition without having to worry about much. That's it. We would do the same here, but that would take forever to try to actually claim.
Scouts here. Scouts
Now,
awaiting
sniper
orders.
will one-shot practically any infantry. That is
At
a
your
non-hero.
command.
These guys just have normal bolters, but they can be equipped with plasma guns, which generally are great against heavy infantry, but they fire way slower than a bolter. Or a
Position
lasgun.
secure. Yes,
Snipers
my lord.
fire far slower than both. And, well, flamers just, you've seen them before.
Scouts
It's the same
awaiting
thing.
orders. On patrol. There is an orc patrol. Wait for them to pass before we attempt to sneak by. Search commencing.
Now, we're not going to start any shit here. Because of him.
Taking heavy fire.
Scouts advance. Scouts ready. Scouts ready. Yes, my lord. Scouts ready. Scouts here. Scouts here.
Yeah, we might be able to win. I misjudged
At your
that
command.
by a lot.
At your command. On patrol. Getting into position. Scouts ready. Scouts ready. Scouts ready. Scouts advance. Scouts in position.
Now we just need to let our scouts fire off their shots.
We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Gathering intelligence. Search. Commence. Scouts
Okay,
here.
that was not good. Not good at all.
Scouts
But
ready.
Let's wait a minute to infiltrate both, recover what we can. We got plenty of this incoming, so it's not a big deal, really.
At your command. Yes, my lord. Search
We won't
commencing.
be able to replace our snipers for a bit, and that's the sad part. But
Getting
we
into
shouldn't
position.
need more than one, to be fair.
I sense
so.
danger. We will root it out. On patrol. There's our target. Scouts ready. A large orc knob who looks like he's in charge of this bunch. At your command. We kill him. Or severely weaken the orc morale. Scouts awaiting orders. At your command.
I command in the name of the Emperor. The Orc Knob is dead. We will take it from here.
Taking damage. Fear denies faith.
Scouts here.
Fear denies faith. Heresy grows behind us.
Come on.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Praise the Emperor.
Fear denies faith.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Scouts in position.
Awaiting orders. We stand ready.
Scouts here. We will move ahead. Scouts awaiting orders. Enemy positions.
My faith is my shield.
We will go back with a force to break this, but that will be in time.
Scouts ready.
He who stands with
Scouts in position.
And it's gone.
Scouts in position.
Ever vigilant.
Yes, my lord. Scouts here.
Three, two, there.
Taking damage.
Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts awaiting orders. What would you have me do? Scouts
happy to
awaiting
kill.
orders. Scouts here. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Strategic point identified.
Well done.
Scouts
The
awaiting
waterworks
orders.
are under our control.
We are the Emperor's
Now we
chosen.
must start building a base before we
Weapons at
hunt
ready.
down the rest
It is
of the
time.
orcs. Let us capture
Yes,
these
sir.
strategic points and establish a base of operations.
Initializing build protocol.
I don't know. Honestly, this was a pretty revolutionary game in its own time, though this was a relic game, I think.
Defending objective.
Which, if that is the case, then it might be the Man of War, or not Man of War, Company of Heroes game would be the inspiration for it.
Area secured.
Yes, Lord. Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
Scouts here. Scouts ready.
Sniper, you
On
stay
patrol.
here.
Direct us to the enemy.
You two, I need
At your
you
command.
to break off and approach here.
Charge!
I want this point. That's the entire reason.
My faith is my shield.
And
Follow
you
my
will guard
lead.
here.
We are the Emperor's
Yes, my lord.
chosen.
Now the sniper is staying
Scouts
here
in
because he
position.
can one-shot any of the big boys that come up here. So I don't need to
Scouts
worry about
ready.
them. Fair, hold on, I'll there. That should help a bit.
Scouts here.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Here to serve.
We need this.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Is this better? increase our cap, which would be good.
Fear denies faith.
Yes, my lord.
Under fire. Awaiting orders. Direct us to the enemy.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know, by the way.
Yes, my lord.
Scouts in position. Commencing infiltration.
Ever vigilant.
Heavy bolter for the win.
Yes,
Hey, you.
Lord.
Good. Build me up an armory.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Grainscales. Direct us. Taking haste.
Scouts ready.
Once that's done, we'll be able to get our sniper rifles back. Which will help us out a ton, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it is, but it doesn't really fit this one either, honestly.
At your command.
Man of War Assault Squad
Scouts
is the full
awaiting
name,
orders.
or
Getting into
basically
position.
it's a
Fear
different
denies
style
faith.
instead of having to capture territory like this, though that is something you
Heresy
can do.
grows from idleness.
This is from the same company that did Company of Heroes, in which,
Cleanse.
I
would
await
capture
your
territory.
instructions.
and in capturing territory, you would gain, well, resources to
routine
better fight.
721
So, like, for
initiated.
example, a flagpole would be here instead, and the flagpole could have something like oil there, or ammo, and that's how you recruit people, or medical supplies, things like that.
Defending
Build routine
objective. Scouts in
721
position.
initiated.
Yes, my lord. At your command.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, good. Where are you? There you
Yes, most beneficent
are.
one.
Now we just need this.
Initializing build protocol. Build routine 721 initiated.
One, two, three, four. Okay, we have most of our base built up
Under
now.
fire. What is your order?
Scouts here. At your command. Scouts here.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Once this is done, we'll be able to get a few more heavy bolters out.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
I'm on last one. But yeah, Company of Heroes is the game that it's probably based on. Oh yeah, no, I did play a bit of these, and that's one of the reasons I generally love this game. Plus, honestly, just the
Scouts in position.
design is great,
Ever
actually.
vigilant.
I mean, if you
We
look
will
at it.
need more than heavy
Ever
bolters to
vigilant.
defeat these orcs. We must upgrade the stronghold to gain access to the tools we will need to destroy this plague.
There we go. So basically, I played a similar game to this when I was younger. I forget what it's called offhand at this point. And honestly, it was fun. I didn't get into Warhammer until much later in my life, so I didn't see it until, you know, like in my 20s, early 20s.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Scouts in position. Scouts in position.
So, for me, this game is just something I fell in love with due to the fact that the storytelling is good, it feels like you grow and stuff. It gives a reason why you don't have access to everything.
What is your order?
I mean, what's going on right now is most of our ships aren't even supporting us. They are helping a civilian evacuation. So they're not able to do anything more than like drop down buildings for us to work on to basically create a quick fortress. And that's all. And they do it well, because as you go and your ships are freed up, you get much better stuff. To an insane degree, in fact. This is going to be a rocket trooper force, by the way. I want to
all-telling
set up a
eyes
little
of the
bit
skull
of a
probes are with us. Find them on our listening posts. The monastery is complete. Sergeants will inspire
Moving
your
squad
Space
deployed.
Marine
Your
squads to
command.
greater feats of heroism.
Fear
And rocket
denies
launchers
faith.
will make short
Fear
work
denies
of Orc
faith.
buildings.
Basically, these guys increase morale and act as a good close combat unit when the time comes for it. But we currently can't upgrade them.
Direct us to the enemy.
There we go. We need you and a few bazookas wouldn't hurt.
Faith is our shield.
For some reason in this
We
game,
stand
anyone
ready.
important does not wear a helmet. I don't know why it is stupid. If they are not important or not a commander, you will see them wear a
Direct us
helmet.
to the enemy.
That is how Dawn of War works in each and every game.
We must upgrade an existing listening post with the fortified
At
position
your
add-on.
command.
This upgrade will increase the requisition income and add better defenses to the listening post.
So this is what I mean. You get a gun on your listening post, and it also armors it up so this can actually help you fight.
Direct us to the
And
enemy.
in some cases, actually
Engaging
be
the enemy.
rather
Direct us to the
decisive in
enemy.
deciding an engagement.
Scouts in position.
Because
Lining up our targets.
unless you
We
say
are the
otherwise,
Emperor's
most of the
chosen.
time, the AI in this will pick out the infantry first, so if you got a good heavy gun, you can wipe out most opponents before they can get to you.
The listening post is now earning more requisition, has better armor against enemy attacks, and has a gun emplacement to strike back.
Yes, Lord?
And this is a good way to gain money and secure position. Okay, I
Faith is our
need you
shield.
here,
Scouts in
you
position.
here.
Scouts ready. I sense
Under
danger.
fire.
We will root it out.
Awaiting orders. Direct us to the enemy. We are the Emperor's chosen.
At your command.
Well, they brought out
Strategic
a big
point
depot.
identified.
We're probably gonna need a second one. You guys form up at the bottom of the hill for me.
Heresy
You
grows
three,
from idleness.
move over here.
None shall stop us.
None can say these guys aren't
Heresy
getting their
grows
work
from
in.
idleness.
Okay, we're getting good income. Oh yeah, definitely.
Marine
Like,
squad
if we
deployed.
were going to break this down correctly, this is insanely difficult. Imagine trying to coordinate two task force two pronged assault at once would be insanely hard.
Defending objective.
And that's for a human, and
Walk
typically
softly.
that's if we are
Yes,
only giving
Lord.
generalized orders, shit can go
Build
wrong
routine
easily.
721
Scouts
initiated.
awaiting orders.
Like, for example, if I told a company or a small force like this to hold here and keep anybody from crossing, that is a simple order that probably can be easily followed. But imagine I give the order to strike out and destroy everything in this area.
At
Well,
your
now you
command.
have to have them find
Moving out.
everything and the like, and that's an issue. Or they
We
might not
stand
be able to
ready.
Scouts
communicate
here.
issues they
Fear
have
denies faith.
during their missions. Probably.
Maintain attack formation.
Or you could get just so tunnel vision to where you only focus on one thing and don't give proper attention to everything else.
Awaiting orders. Attacking as ordered.
To me, my brothers!
Charge!
Two shot. And this is why I like the heavy bolter too. It just shreds. You don't need to destroy their morale if you can just destroy them. Simple reasoning.
Faith is our shield. Ever
Okay,
vigilant.
that guy's going to be a.
Moving out. Direct us to any
Scouts
fire.
ready.
You boys over here.
I sense
This
danger.
area is already cut
We will
off,
root
so
it
we can
out.
ignore it. No, they cannot take down these wolves.
Direct us
This
to the
is a
enemy.
squad for free. Now let's see. What should
What's
I
your
do?
order?
This will hold out for a while. Even if they send in vehicles, we got bazookas.
Fear
It'll hold.
denies faith. Faith is our shield. Awaiting orders.
Scouts ready.
We have scouts. We
stand
have these
ready.
guys. I guess I'll give them plasma guns.
Yes, my lord.
Basically, these shoot out balls of plasma about
We stand
about
ready.
the heat of the sun at your enemy. They are slower firing, they can be fired while moving, unlike the heavy
What's
bolter,
your
and they
order?
just tear through heavy armor. So they have their bonuses. They will hold this ground. I will allow them to move around a bit to make it better.
Taking
No need.
hits. Yes, my lord. Attacking as ordered.
Honestly, a lot actually are good at both, because to understand how to attack a fortification, you need to understand
your
how to
command.
defend it. Like, here? How would you attack this place? Well, personally, if I had the jet troopers available, I would have the, and I'm gonna assume Space Marines here,
Direct us to the
the
enemy.
Space Marine squads push in with heavy weapons to hold them off, try to sneak up with the assault troopers and drop in to flank them and try to overwhelm them. But then you have this tower, which would require you to, well, get some bazookas on it quickly, or else it would do some real damage to your troops. So a lot of it is offense is understanding defense.
Understood. Moving out.
And if you don't understand how to defend something, you can't attack it really well for the simple reason of, well, offense and defense kind of go hand in hand.
Yes, my
You
lord.
can't really have
Stay
one without the
vigilant.
other.
Taking heavy fire.
And basically, to break it down, most generals are
Yes,
good
my
at
lord.
both to some degree.
Scouts
now,
ready.
no one's an expert at both, but a good siege commander understands how to defend against them just as well
Maintain
as
attack
do,
formation.
because they know what
Orders received.
someone might do. Okay, we're going to push up into here
Direct us to the enemy.
and basically create a
Engaging the
zone
enemy.
in which we can
At your command. What is your order?
break them.
For the glory of the Imperium.
I guess I should find my commander.
While the
Bring him
enemies
over
of the
here.
Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Area secured.
That was his knife. It's a good knife.
What's your order?
Why are you in melee stance? And this is why you want the rockets. They just tear apart buildings when they fire.
Heresy grows relentless. Commencing
Once we
attack.
get here, we're going to send a small squad to claim this building for ourselves. It'll be a small group of 3. Now I'm going to finish out this mission before I call it.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can
What's
be
your
no
order?
peace.
Okay, there we go.
On
You-
alert, brothers.
That's enough.
The
Fear
enemy must be
denies
nearby.
faith.
Okay, we need one of you,
We stand ready.
one
Orders
of you,
received.
and where's a scout team?
At your
And
command.
one of you.
Gathering intelligence.
Yes, my lord.
You
At
3
your
will
command.
break off and secure this post back here.
Initiating attack protocol 23.
I await your instructions.
You will go here.
Scouts are waiting
I'm gonna
orders.
have you join the main force.
We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Tagging heads.
Now, they can send most enemies here, and we should be
Awaiting
able to hold
orders.
them off because we have anti-infantry and anti-vehicle, plus a
Scouts
direct
here.
insta-kill with 2 squads.
Scouts in position.
Beware, brothers. That mechanical monster is a killer can. It is devastating in close quarters fighting, and its armored hide will shrug off small arms fire. We
What's
must
up,
equip
Plasma?
ourselves with missile launchers if we are to destroy the abomination.
Now, we can do damage to it as long as it doesn't enter a kill animation. Like that. Once they enter an animation like that, they become invulnerable.
Taking heavy fire.
The Emperor protects.
Ooh, nice. Now this is a guardsman squad. We get a few of these on occasion. That's not to worry about. They can't capture any buildings for us,
Awaiting orders.
but they do
Reporting, sir.
have something that will help without a doubt.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're going to need to get them back to full strength, which
Awaiting
will
orders.
take a minute, but that's
Direct
not a
us to
big
the
deal.
enemy.
So, the guardsmen,
At your
they
command.
have lasguns, which, weapon-wise,
We'll get through this, I know
We
it.
are the Emperor's
Get your-
chosen.
We'll get through this, I know it. Reporting, sir.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Fear denies faith.
This is one
Yes,
issue.
my
If you
lord.
get too many infantry on the board, they will actually get in each other's way.
Yes, sir.
Get moving.
Taking
Guardsmen
damage.
first. Now, they have largest squads in the game. Just period, if we're going to talk about of the human aligned forces.
Ever vigilant.
Main reason is individually a guardsman
Orders
is
received,
complete
brother.
trash.
We're here.
But
Securing
Yes,
objective.
my lord.
they take a while to die in large numbers. They get 2 weapons, a plasma gun, which is good at killing off heavy units like orcs
Yes, my
or
lord.
space marines or necrons, and then the better weapon, the grenade launcher. Now, it can't fire up close, but it will knock down enemy infantry and put them on their asses, making them
We're here.
easy to fire at for your other units.
Heresy grows from
So, a
idleness.
grenade launcher force
Fear our
He
wrath.
who stands
actually
with you
can
shall be,
wipe
my
out
brother.
one of these if they
Emperor
get off their
protects.
shots.
Reporting, sir.
That's the real question: is if they can get off their shots.
I await your instructions. I will do as you ask.
We have one on there. Yep. Okay. So, force-wise, we're doing rather well right now, and we can push.
Reporting, sir. We're here.
Today, the enemy shall know fear. Space Marines, advance!
Scouts ready. Yes, my lord.
The enemy is attacking!
There we go, Dark is in. Their job will be to handle capturing this place.
Awaiting orders.
Sadly, though, the AI cheats in these missions and will actively
Reporting,
please
sir.
tell me you guys aren't stupid enough to actually be a man.
My lord.
At your command.
Plus, the grenade launchers aren't bad in force as an anything weapon.
Charge!
Awaiting orders. Commencing attack. Taking heavy fire. Awaiting orders. Commencing attack.
Scouts here.
You scouts.
Strategic
so-
point
here.
identified.
We'll show these filthy aliens what Imperial
Faith is
Guard
our
are made
shield.
of.
For the glory of the Imperium. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Now we're going to ignore a section of it just because we don't
Engaging the
really
enemy.
I love the grenade launchers. But on strategic level, to answer your question, honestly, most of the good ones are skilled enough. If you find a general that is trash, they typically are shit in logistics,
Position
Yes, my
secure.
lord.
offensive planning, and defensive
For the
planning.
glory
And
of the Imperium.
honestly, those are the main things
Praise
a
the
general needs
Emperor.
to worry about. So,
I serve
Taking hits.
mankind.
if you aren't good at one of those, you have a problem.
Here to serve.
Logistics are the most important though, because it doesn't matter how great your
Scouts
army is
awaiting
if
orders.
if they can't eat.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
We're here.
If only I could use this easy. Honestly, I love the Imperial Guard from that draft that actually hold this at pushing areas because they just get so small.
Yes, my lord.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Walk softly. Big gun. By my command. Attack!
Yeah, I need a medic for my hero.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. What would you have me do?
Scouts awaiting orders.
Take your gun now.
Reporting, sir.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath.
Okay, all of you push into
Space
here.
Marines, advance!
Now, the reason I'm aim moving is I prepare to the point where I should be able to just do that and win. You don't want to do it on a strategic level, but it works. Also, look at all the orcs we slayed on our way here.
Under fire.
Defending
I just
objective.
want to point that out.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Yes, my lord. Take attack.
Emperor. The Emperor protects.
Fear denies faith.
I command in the name of the Emperor.
Oh, they killed the guy that'll just respawn. I'm so hurt.
Walk softly.
Get back here.
Carry a big gun.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Honestly, I wish I could say otherwise, but the Force Commander in these early missions lives are cheap, so I'm more than happy to throw him away
Faith is our shield.
as a basically distraction to the rest of my
Initiating
forces.
attack protocol 23.
Plus, he respawns for free, so it's not like I'm losing anything really. Cruel, I know, but it's a game mechanic I'm just taking advantage of. Just fucking get me there.
The Imperium.
Reporting, sir.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. We are the Emperor's chosen. Direct us, Emperor.
There we go. Now they're deep enough in to do their jobs.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
We're here.
This produces the vehicle, so it's definitely less important.
Engaging the enemy. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Today, the enemy shall not be.
Come on.
Awaiting orders. Moving out. We stand ready.
We're here.
You guys pull back a bit. We don't need to fully kill yourselves.
We are the Imperial Guard. It is time we started acting like it. Yes, my lord. Yes, sir.
Direct us to the enemy. We stand ready. We stand ready. Engaging the enemy.
Well, if they're producing the first off.
Charge! Heresy grows from
Scouts in
idleness.
position.
Yeah. You say so?
Heresy grows from idleness. Commencing attack.
Is that complete?
Ever vigilant. At your command. Onward to glory! Commencing attack.
Really? Oh, guess that counts. Okay.
I must speak with the captain.
He is giving the Emperor his praise. Leave him this moment.
Yes, brother librarian. We completed our sweep of the area and can find no more orcs.
Indeed. Tell your squad to move ahead and clear the company's path.
Yes, brother librarian.
I will suffer no trespass.
Wonder what that was a sign of. We will not be continuing. Thank you for showing up, everyone. And thank you, and I hope you found this entertaining, and to see you all again. Thank you, and have a good night.